Hey everybody, welcome to Anime Corner for the Fall 2014 Simulcast. My name is Nathan Lyle, and this is my top 3 favorite anime from the current Simulcast. So I've got a list of my 9 favorites all time from all of the 30 animes that I've watched. These are the ones I enjoyed looking at the most. And first, Denki Gai no Honya-san, which is Denki Gai on Crunchyroll, and that one was just incredibly funny. I loved it. Then there's Cross Ange, Rondo of Angel and Dragon on Crunchyroll. Hard to sit through, very well made, great story. Akame Ga Kill on Crunchyroll. Gonna be the Tsuintēru on Funimation. Wolf Girl and Black Prince on Crunchyroll, Hi-sCoool SeHa Girls on Crunchyroll, Waltz Trigger on Crunchyroll, Your Lie in April on Crunchyroll, and Lord Marksman and Vanadis on Funimation. So, my top 3. First of all, the ones that I don't like, you've got Tsuintēru's Waltz Trigger and Denki Gai. Tsuintēru's and Denki Gai, great comedy, hilarious, but they fall to the bottom because there's not much of a story there. And then you got Ange. I'm gonna put Cross Ange and Akame Ga Kill. Amazing storylines, hard to sit through. I didn't necessarily have fun watching them. And then there's gonna be so my top 4. Lord Marksman and Vanadis, Hi-sCoool SeHa Girls, Wolf Girl and Black Prince, Your Lie in April. So those were my 4 favorites of all of them. If you got an hour free, watch an episode of each of them. If you got overall, my overwhelming favorites, well, number 3, I'd have to say Hi-sCoool SeHa Girls. And that's just because, like I said, it's a nice little throwback to my childhood. All of these Sega consoles that I grew up with. It's hilarious. It's just incredibly funny. Then at the end, there is some sweet, heartwarming moments and stuff. So, yeah, it's really, I think it's worth looking at. Then there's Wolf Girl, which, just for me, if you're into this type of stuff, it's a story about high school kids, but it's got a little bit of a twist. It's a little different from normal dramas. It's got a lot of comedy. It's got a good storyline that's interesting enough that it's worth it. So, I personally loved it. You might not, if you're just not into that kind of anime. And so, number 1, between Lord Marksman Vanadis and Your Lie in April. So, my number 1 all-time favorite anime from this current simulcast, Your Lie in April. And I can't even explain why. There's no real action here. It's just, it's comedy / drama. Mostly drama with comedy sprinkled in there. Enough comedy that you can laugh and just make it through each episode. But it's mostly about the story itself. I guess the thing I love most, seeing the characters grow. And, knowing that, there's not necessarily do they always succeed, but seeing them try so hard. I don't know, something about this just feels so real and honest to life, and for some reason I'm just drawn to it. It's the one anime that, every time I watch it, I am anxious for the next 7 days waiting for the newest episode to come out. So that's why that ends up being number 1. But if you have time, honestly, check out all of these anime, but if you only have 20 minutes free, then that would be the one that I suggest looking at. Well, I can't necessarily suggest looking at it, but that's the one that if I only had 20 minutes free, that's the one I would look at. So, yeah.